believe so.
Here's your countdown, motherfucker. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Vlad and Yazi podcast, where we would like to discuss controversial and funky ideas that we like that we think are totally interesting. So check us out right now, live.
Yeah,
we're not live,
cool.
But anyways.
Yo, what you got to talk about today, Yazi?
Yo, let me tell you about this fucking Dutch minister, bro.
A Dutch minister?
A Dutch minister, bro.
Okay,
let me
get
tell you about these COVID times. I know like COVID got everybody, freaked out and everything, but I just want to tell everybody that just be hopeful and everything will be good, but you have to watch out from people like these fucking crooked ass people that are in high positions of power. So he's this Dutch Minister of Justice and Security. What he did was he formed a new law due to COVID protocols that if you break those protocols, you'll be fined €390, and also you have a criminal record. And he was a big advocate for it, So like he pushed that law and went through, and like that's the law. So everybody obeyed the law, and whoever didn't got punished. He proceeded to have a wedding where nobody was like protocol shit, fucking hugging his mother-in-law and shit, and like kissing her, and then he got fucking punished with that same law that he made. So he had to pay the fine, and he got a criminal record. So he went back into office, and he changed it. He changed it, so you have to pay approximately I don't know, like 95 fucking euros. He made it like stupid and no criminal record. So he erased his own criminal record. Get the fucking audacity of this fucking justice minister.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like every other politician with this COVID thing, man.
Yeah, man, but I just wanted to point it out. I just want to talk about it. I don't want to have these people named. I actually don't. You could look him up. I don't know his actual name, but
there's no difference in Ted Cruz just running away to Mexico, to Cancun.
I mean, we have to call these people out because power to the people, bro,
Yeah.
If we keep talking about it, we can't just sweep it under the rug and, like, you see something like this, I want to talk about it. I want to let my friends and family, like, yo, check this out. This is what the fuck's going on. Sometimes...
Maybe we should find politicians around here and tell them about that. Will your friends and family care about Dutch
no,
ministers?
But, like...
It
just shows what greed and power can do to someone. It doesn't matter where you are.
Let's show them the greed around us then.
Yo, the living in Netherlands, I think is the highest. It's higher than Canada, like the comfort level of living.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Like they're like they have it better there supposedly.
Yeah.
So like you wouldn't expect the fucking minister to do that shit.
I'd expect the politicians to do that literally everywhere. Why
is that, you think?
There's politicians, man. There's no like criteria to be a politician. If you wanted to be a politician right now, go be a politician.
Fair enough, but you have to have endorsements, right?
No, you just got to convince enough people to vote for you. You just got to talk smooth.
I believe you have to have some sort of endorsements and stuff. Like somebody has to fund you, at least your campaign.
I mean... The thing is like if people like can see that like you're generating interest, you're generating a voter base, they'll just fund you. You don't have to have funding necessarily behind you. I know somebody who's planning to run for office. They haven't announced it yet, so I'm not gonna like call their name out. I think they're gonna lose fucking horribly. I hope he loses horribly. He's a piece of shit. He's like a Trump lover. He's like trying to he wants to run in office because he wants to he's against all the COVID protocols that's going on right now.
Is that?
He wants to get rid of masks. He wants to get rid of because he thinks the whole pandemics, plandemic, scandemic. He thinks it's all fake.
Okay,
he thinks it's being used. He thinks the virus was generated by China and that we're totally being controlled. That this is a way to kill small businesses and to promote corporate greed. That all of this is just manufactured and politicized, and that there's absolutely nothing to be scared of. That it's no worse than a common cold. Not even it's like a flu is worse than this apparently. according to this guy.
Yeah, there's a
Right.
lot of conspiracies floating around, and he's
And
just
so
like a
he-
nutcase, right?
Well, like the thing is, he's a pretty logical guy. But the thing is, he's so persistent on sharing everything, and like, dude, he like just his posts on like, yo, like I'm gonna be doing this. Like anybody down to support me? There's like instantly within a couple hours, like a couple hundred like, comments on it. Like,
What
yeah.
was he doing? Like just campaigning?
Yeah. Basically, starting to campaign. He didn't announce what role. So basically, I know he's involved. So a bunch of
This is interesting.
so a bunch of conservatives in Ontario
Yeah.
are like not happy with the current like Conservative Party of Ontario, like what Doug Ford's running. Basically, they're saying it's too liberal. They're saying it's not a conservative party. They're saying it's actually a liberal party disguised as a conservative party. So they're launching a new party under, I think, I forget the guy's name who's leading it, but I think it's going to be called the Blue Party of Ontario or
The
something,
Blue Party.
or the New Blue Party or something
Okay.
like that. And they're basically going to be like not far right, but basically far right. So like
Interesting.
as conservative as it gets, and like get rid of immigrants,
I mean,
build
like,
walls,
I see
burn
what
coal,
they're saying with being
and
too
like
liberal. Like that professor in Toronto that got kicked out of his, profession because he didn't want to address somebody as
no, but
a specific pronoun.
yeah, but that
like,
has nothing to do with the provincial
no, just
government.
being
He's a
more
profession.
liberal, like-
No, but
like-
a professor at a university has nothing to do with the actual like.
Yeah, I feel
like,
the way the
government
government,
members.
the way the government has kind of perceived where the people are at. Like if there's,
I don't know. Doug Ford's pretty fucking conservative, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I don't know enough in the politics to be honest.
Yeah. No,
So-
I feel like Doug Ford's pretty conservative, and I
I
mean
don't
he
know
hates.
shit about politics.
So
But I
like,
like to talk shit.
so yeah, and like all this guy like has is like a voter interest. Like there's like literally there's nobody aside of
But
maybe a
this
couple
fucking-
friends that like have some money and want to donate to him.
I love it, bro. At least COVID happened.
So-
A lot of shitty stuff happened due to COVID, but at least we get to see this fuckery that's going on. These fucking scumbags surface up to we see it. It happens because everybody's at home. They're not doing shit, and it's like very obvious if somebody tries to sneak away.
Yeah, I guess there's more people seeing it. I was seeing it before, like, because I was always watching politics. I know you're not very, like, you don't, like, pay attention to politics. You know I've paid attention to
Yeah,
politics for the
it's-
most part. It's always been there. It's always been obvious. I guess, in a way, like, there's a bit more people paying attention. But the thing is, these same people that are paying attention now that normally wouldn't, they'll forget about all this shit.
That's,
They're like the people whose vote like almost doesn't like totally like matter. They're not hardcore. Like they'll switch back and forth. Like they're inconsistent. Like they don't know what they want.
yeah.
Right? They're just picking a side to hate because they want to hate something right now.
Mm-hmm.
You went on vacation, so we're gonna hate on you for going. Like realistically, what was Ted Cruz supposed to do in that situation? I mean, don't get me wrong. The way that whole situation worked out was,
That was
very
a bad situation.
yeah, that was a bad
That was
situation.
horrible.
No. But the thing is, get rid of the whole group chat with the wife, get rid of all of the texts, and just have him go to Cancun, get there, people find out, he's like, oh, I fucked up, and he comes back. And no other,
Cover
like,
up for it.
yeah,
was
and
ridiculous.
no other, like, circumstances, like, none of that, like the texts and the cover up and all that bullshit, and like literally everybody like would have forgotten about it. Everybody like all the same people would have been still mad. It would have been the same reaction, but then they would have forgotten about it. He just made it worse for himself because of how naturally stupid him and his wife are.
Yeah, fair.
Right?
Yeah.
But like I like there was like I think I remember 6 minimum politicians. I don't remember their names anymore, and this proves my point. There's minimum like 6 Ontario politicians that got caught going on vacation in like December, same time as like lockdown started. I think not the finance minister, one of the ministers was the big one, but then there was like local representatives all
Yeah.
around. I remember at least like 6 different instances of it, and they all got like let go and shit. I don't even remember their names anymore.
Fuck, man. You know why, man? They have
Right?
us, bro, this fucking people have us with like with the media. They have us with the movies. They have us distracted with all this other shit where like they get away with stuff right under our nose, and we're just like, fuck it, we'll forget about it.
I think even if you weren't,
I got a show to catch up to at home. You know, like I'm fucking doing my 9 to 5. I got my wife, my kids. You know, I got my show that I like.
Yeah,
like,
but
fuck all this shit.
Yeah, but you don't even watch shows. You're not even distracted by entertainment. You still don't watch politics. Why is that?
It gets me depressed because I see the fuckery behind it, and it hurts me and it pains me, and I just don't like it.
So see, they don't even have to distract us.
Yeah, fair enough.
They just gotta fuck us so hard that it just hurts you to even like listen to them fuck us.
Like, right? Why can't there be somebody that's actually gives a fuck about the people, and then like, you know, obviously to a certain degree you have to care about yourself. You know, that's what you got. That's how we got to that position. But at the same time, you got to that position for a reason. You know, like, and when you forget your reason, when you forget what the fuck you stand for, you sold your soul to the devil, bro. I'm telling you, man. These fucking politicians are crooked, bro. They be like fucking sniffing coke off strippers' asses with our fucking tax dollars, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man.
Maybe I made that shit up, bro. I bet you that fucking happened.
Some of these laws are pretty crazy, though. Like, who's the government to tell me I could only have one wife? Have you heard of this show? The Sister Wives?
The Sister Wives. No, tell me about it. What is this? Actually, like you said, I don't fucking watch shows. It's a public servant announcement for you guys.
Well, first of all, tell me, how do you feel about having multiple wives?
I would feel like it'd be hectic. It depends. It depends if it's in the right community. If it's accepted in that community, then it'd be okay. Because there'd be like other wives that have like one husband, and like all like 10 of you could chill together, and the 2 dudes could like hang out. It'd be great, you know.
So, but the show, it features like this dude. I forget his name. I don't even care about like the names and stuff. Like, I barely watch the show. I just like researched the situation after I heard that this was even a show. I watched like 20 minutes of it today. I was like, oh my god, this is a show. This is a real thing. So this dude has 4 wives.
4 wives.
And between the 4 wives, he has 18 children.
And he doesn't remember their fucking names, does he?
Do you want to know what his job is?
What's his job? A farmer, no?
Nothing.
You don't got a no job.
He organizes the family's finances. That's his job. The 4 wives work. And they provide money for the family.
Damn.
He claims, so before the show, he claims he was an online ad salesman, but there's no like evidence of it. If anything, the evidence he's provided is like fake.
Interesting.
So like he was like definitely not like.
So he definitely didn't sell shit over the internet.
Yeah.
But he sold some goats and other.
But they get paid like
things.
$35,000 an episode, so like they're good now. They're like on season like 7 or something like that. Yeah. Like people love this show. It started in like 2012.
See, that's what I'm telling you, man. Like keeping us distracted, bro. Damn, wake up, people. Fuck. But listen, it's okay. It's okay to escape. People need to escape.
Yeah, don't talk about TLC like that. I love my 90-day fiance.
No, man. I know. People need to escape reality sometimes, and I get it. I like to escape in different ways. I like to drive and forget when I'm driving, where I'm going, and just like think about shit. I'm still driving like fine, because I'm like just following traffic and shit, you know. But like you just doze out and you're like, oh wow, I was just like really gone there for a second.
Well, I know how you like to drive.
Oh, I love driving, but what you got for me today? You got anything?
The Vlad and Yazi show does not condone the use of mushrooms.
Nope.
Bro, did you see that Bert tweet last night? I don't know if you followed. Did you see the drama?
No, what happened? What drama?
So he made a tweet, and he asked like, does anybody like remember the competition to like Mentos when like we were growing up. Like I guess he was trying to ask people like his age, like whatever like the like other Mentos brand was like when they were younger. But instead of saying Mentos, he misspelt and missed the N in Mentos and spelt me too. So his tweet said, "Does anybody remember what the competition to Me Too was when we were younger?" And boy,
what the fuck happened?
did Twitter blow up with a cancel culture went hard.
We should use Me Too hashtags, bro. It brings a lot of views.
No. As I was reading that Me Too jokes aren't funny.
Really?
We shouldn't make no. We're not making fun of Me Too. We're making fun of Bert and the situation that happened with him last night. I just want to point that out. Me Too is a cool movement. Go women.
Go women.
Go women.
Go women.
Yes.
But this fucking Bert, bro.
Yeah.
That's smell Mentos, man.
Yeah, dude, it exploded fast. People tried to cancel him.
Bro, but like people on us, like we said, bro, it's COVID. People are fucking, going nuts.
Dude,
bro, we didn't think we were gonna be here a year later, bro. I just realized, bro, I went to service a place today, and I was there a year ago, installing the fucking shit I'm servicing right now. I'm like, holy fuck, man. Like, I remember, like, checking my phone every 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, I hope I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Please cancel everything. But, yeah. People are fucking going crazy, man. I'm gaining weight, bro. Look at me. Fucking got a stomach. But, good thing about stomachs, bro. If you're in this tribe in Ethiopia, bro.
What's so good about stomachs or this tribe in
specifically
Ethiopia?
If you're a male and it's actually a fucking the body tribe, BODI tribe. Yeah, body tribe.
The body tribe.
The body tribe. So basically, if you're a man and you're fat, women love you. Like that's a criteria because obviously symbolizes that you have enough to fucking eat.
Bert, this tribe's for you.
Yeah, but get this, bro. It's not just like you're fat and you get in it, but like it's different. There's 14 different clans, okay?
Yeah. So
each clan has to select one member. And there's a 6-month process. I shit you not, bro. So there's a 6-month process. They isolate this man and he put them in the hut and he doesn't leave this hut. And people just bring him food. Women bring him food. No sex.
So he just sits there for a hut and he gets fat for 6 months.
6 months. Yo, there's a festival where they present these
So
things.
does he start off fat? Or do they pick like a skinny dude? And they see like who can get the fattest in like 6 months.
So the elderly members of the tribe select the young virgin. No, not unvirgin. The elderly of the tribe select a virgin male that's like the best.
Unvirgin. What is unvirgin?
I don't fucking know. They select a virgin male that's the best specimen. I don't know what the fuck the criteria is. Probably like how big his shoulders is, like how big. These guys are huge. They pick the biggest guy, and they get him in this fucking hut. And for 6 months, they start feeding. A woman comes and she feeds him a lot of stuff. And one of those things is blood and milk. About 1 or 2 liters a day for 6 months.
like liquid blood?
I couldn't figure out which type of blood, whose blood. It wasn't
because if it's cooked blood, there's like such things as like blood sausage and stuff.
I don't know, just milk and blood. Yeah. And they say they push him and they insist to make of drinking them till they puke pretty much.
That's gross.
For 6 months and then
That's gross.
Listen, it gets wilder. Well, I don't think it gets any wilder than that, bro. But there's a festival. So after 6 months,
I'm so disgusted right now. You have no idea.
Listen, after 6 months, there's a festival called Kael, and this festival, that's when these 14 dudes come out of their fucking huts, and they present them in front of like everybody, the elders, the women, men, and they make them do these competition things, and they make them wear like these feathers on their head. I think they're butt naked. Maybe something's covered. Maybe they had a grod, a grod, gourd. Sorry, a gourd.
Come on.
I forgot what the fuck it was. Man, it's not a common thing I say. It's not part of my vocabulary.
Common for us.
It's a gourd.
We've talked about gourds before. You should know how to say gourd. Yeah, there you go. But no, I mean, they gotta be wearing some Ethiopia. They're wearing some loincloths or something.
Yeah, so...
Not wearing gourds. Gourds is like Papua New Guinea. It's like the islands, I think. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yo, there's like...
Figure they got some Tarzan like loincloths or something in Africa, right? Ethiopians in Africa, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're wearing some Tarzan shit, probably.
Bro, there's this like a tribe. It's called there's a Mikan tribe. They're Sumeric and they're a minority in southern Ethiopia. They're like from the southern eastern part of Ethiopia, and they're women partake in that festival, and they they partake in that festival, and they sexualize the fat man. They basically insist and encourage for him to get as fat as possible. So they just feed him and tell him, don't do shit. Like, I'll do everything for you. I just want you to get big.
Wait, so how's this different from the previous tribe?
That's the same tribe.
Oh, the same tribe.
But no, like the Macan tribe is different from like the Body tribe. Body tribe is that's where the man, but these is a different tribe, like the woman. Because there's like a whole bunch of tribes there, right? They're all Ethiopian.
So this the woman gets fat in the Macan tribe?
No. The woman like is like in like loving the Body tribe. Like she wants to be with him. Like she sexualizes him. She wants to be with the fat Body tribe. But she's a Macan tribe.
I'm confused. What's the difference between the tribes?
I don't know. Probably their ancestry or some shit.
Oh.
I'm not.
Why doesn't she just want to be with a McCann?
Because McCann man maybe not as built as big as Body tribe.
Not this fat.
Not this fat.
Not this fat.
Not this fat.
No, weird.
I know, right? Isn't that interesting?
These Africans are all weird, bro.
Yo, this is indigenous living, bro. People still practice indigenous living till this day, and this actually fascinates you. That's like one of our first talking points in our podcast. Like, it's so cool. Like, how the fuck are you still living this primitively, and just
I don't know what the fuck that was.
I've been looking at it this whole time, but like, I didn't really pick it up and interrupt the podcast or anything.
Yeah, you're the one that stopped talking. Like, there's a pause. I just got rid of it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, for those not watching the video, there was some random piece of like yoga mat. My wife works out in the same space that we record the podcast. And I guess part of her yoga mat must have ripped, and she left it on our table. And I felt the need to get rid of it. Because I could feel Yazi staring at it. I was staring at it. It was distracting me.
I missed a couple of fuckery points with this Body tribe.
So then Yazi interrupted.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yo.
Go ahead.
These guys kill cows. They're not allowed to slaughter them. They basically...
How did they kill them?
They beat them with a sacred stone because they nourish the blood. They don't want the blood to leak out because, like I told you, to drink that blood. They don't want to slaughter it because the blood leaks out. They bash it with a sacred stone. Isn't that nuts?
But how do you bash it without blood coming out?
What makes that stone sacred? We have so many questions.
Do they kill other animals with the sacred stone?
Probably, I would assume.
Where did they bash it? In the head?
But that kind of answers my question. So they drink cow blood.
So why wouldn't you slaughter it then? Why don't you cut its neck?
I don't know.
And drain it.
I don't know, because it's Body tribe.
Like you fucking Muzzies do.
I don't know. We're Muslims, bro. Why? Why your term it?
What do you mean? Why should called the Jewish Jews? Because, right, like, I don't know, Muzzies. What's wrong with Muzzies?
I don't know. I never heard it before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I think I heard on some British TV show. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe they were using it. The derogatory. If Muzzies
I
is
just never heard
derogatory,
it before.
I
I'm
was
like,
not using it. I don't know. I feel like
Muzzies.
I don't know. I feel like it's a friendly, like,
Yeah.
I saying it like friendly. I don't know.
But
I
you know
felt
what
it.
sounds
Maybe.
friendly, but like it's actually offensive is like saying the like Pakistani person called him a Paki. They don't like that. That's
They don't
racist.
like that?
No, that's racist.
Huh.
Yeah, but
That's interesting. Why not? It's just
I
short
don't know
form.
because like apparently
Yo,
like
Paki people, why are you so soft? Pakistani people, sorry, Pakistani people,
There
why are
you go.
you so soft?
Well, bro, poor people, bro. They got stuck with a Paki dot, bro. People like say, "Oh, look at that Paki dot, look at that Paki dot," but Pakistanis don't have a fucking dot. It's I believe the Hindus, maybe, or one of the Indian peoples. I don't know which one of the Indian religions. I'm not sure which one. I'm pretty sure it's Hinduism, but they have that dot. But like the Pakistanis got stuck with the Paki dot. So they hate it. I know, right?
Oh.
But yeah, what else we got today for you guys? We got a lot of
Yeah.
interesting topics.
You got any stories? You said you had.
Well, we got an interesting story that happened to us recently. We got a live shout out from a real life comedian, Ari Shafir. Thank you. Thank you.
It wasn't okay.
He's
You're
the number one listener, bro, in my mind. Don't ruin my bubble.
he liked Yazi's tweet.
He liked
okay?
our tweet, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it was written by you.
It was a one
It was
account,
our
bro.
tweet. It was
one
our
account, bro.
Yazi made a tweet. Ari Shafir liked it. Now, the possibilities are endless from there. Like,
Bro, I
he
think
could have, like,
that's it.
clicked on our profile, clicked on our Spotify link, like, saw our, like, YouTube, like, our YouTube, and, like, these guys are shit. I'm never gonna, like, collaborate with them.
No, I was gonna ask you, man, if you were like, if you wanted to hop on, what would you ask him?
I would ask him
For shits and gigs.
mushroom stories.
Yeah.
Dude, I would totally go into mushroom stories because, like, I don't know. I feel like we could have a good conversation about mushrooms. Like I don't know. We have good experiences with it. Like, we have lots. I feel like we could, I don't know, have a decent conversation about it. I want to know if he's had any bad trips.
He probably had some bad trips.
I don't know. Have you had any bad trips?
I haven't had bad trips, but
I haven't had any bad trips.
He had some wild stories, you know. He hung around some wild
Yeah,
comedians.
I
at his
have
time.
wild stories. I got a wild mushroom story. We got chased by like a homeless guy in like a bush, but like
Yeah.
it was a good trip. We got chased by a homeless guy.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but like.
But I wasn't there. I heard it was awesome.
Yeah.
What else we got for y'all today? We got interesting news about shit all.
Raptors fucking lost 2 games
Fucking
in a
Raptors.
row. Fucking COVID. Fucking COVID. I watched Raptors 905 today, though.
What, Raptors lost because of COVID? Van Vliet wasn't playing because of COVID?
Yeah, we got 5 players out
Because of COVID.
and 6 players because of COVID. And 5 players and 6 coaches.
But we came so close, though.
Yeah, we came so close. We had 3 starters missing.
What about the other team? They had nobody missing.
And they had like 1 guy missing.
You know, that's fucking
Dude,
a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. And we lost to Detroit Pistons. Like, they were 9 and like 20, I think, before playing us. And then we lost to them. We got blown out by them. They destroyed us by like 25 points. But you know what's crazy? There's a sports network in the States that's starting a new basketball league. It's going to be high schoolers, and they're going to pay them $100,000 a year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But here's kind of like the double like entendre. Here's like the catch. If you take that money, if you join that league, you can't go in the the NCAA. You can't go play college ball.
Wow.
because you got to be an amateur to play college ball. If you get paid $100,000, you're not an amateur.
Interesting.
You're a pro.
Yeah. Wow. Well, what if you decide to go and then go back?
No, once you got paid, you're no longer an amateur. You can't just like...
Fucking it.
Yeah.
That's it. Done deal.
Yeah. But here's the thing. There's like tons of players out there that are like crazy good in high school, but they'll never hit the NBA. And you don't get paid in college.
No, you play for free.
You play for free.
But you play your heart out.
Play your heart out. But this league, you can get into it, so they'll take players as young as 16.
As young as 16.
So if you think about it, that's like grade 10, I think. Or something like, or it's going into grade 11. So you play grade 11, grade 12, play your 5th year. So you made $300,000. You can go to any college you want. Say you go to a cheaper one, you pay like $50,000 in total for your tuition. Right? You still got $250 left over. You knew you weren't going to make it to the NBA, but you still got your $300,000.
Yeah, that's when I touched my first piece of weed when I was 16. And these guys out there going to fucking scholarships, going to NBA.
Yeah, and so this is gonna make things interesting because like the level of competitiveness is gonna be pretty crazy because like if you think about it, like this league's not gonna last long if like you can't justify paying these kids $100,000.
That's true. Yes, like
because that's more than the NBA G League.
Huh.
The NBA G League pays like if you don't have any sort of NBA contract with like an actual NBA team, like it's just not a two-way contract and you're not like a G League select. If you're just on the G League team and you're not on the like actual like affiliate in the NBA, you're making $7,000 a month. And it's like 5 months or something in total. It works out to be like $35,000 in total they pay you for the year. Now, if you make it, and then the most you can get paid if you play in the NBA as well is $350.
$350.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this is a big swing, obviously, right? It's 10 times as much. But like still, like you could make $100,000 in high school. And like that's pretty close to like those prices,
it's
right?
better either fucking play basketball or fucking go in the world and scam people. You know.
I think it'll be interesting.
You know.
I think it'll be good. I think it's good for that as well. I think it'll get kids off the street. More kids will want to play ball.
Exactly, bro.
I think
the looks of it, bro, people are out there either like playing sports or they're like scamming people legally, aka being politicians, or you know, Paul Leroux being. Paul Leroux, sorry. Being an actual scammer, you know. And he's like, I bet he could have made a fine politician. He would have just made a fine one. He would have ran their mouth. Bro, come on, man. He went in the wrong stuff, man, for sure.
Yo, have you heard about this drama going on with Britney Spears lately?
What the fuck, bro? What are we in 2003?
No, but like so there's the Free Britney movement. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, but so what do you know about it?
I don't know shit. Please tell me in the audience.
Okay, so
in case the audience don't know.
So basically, like I guess like Britney never, like, you know how they like dramatize like in the media this whole like Britney going crazy and stuff back like when she shaved her head and stuff.
Yeah.
So her dad used that as like an excuse to like take full legal like control over her entire life. So he has like what's called a conservatorship over her.
Is that when like he decides what the fuck to do with her money and her
but not just that he has
allowed to do
what she's allowed to do he has full control over like so like if he can say no, you can't go do that gig or whatever, like his control over her career and stuff.
Basically, they put it on like young artists to like so they don't fucking.
And so I watched this documentary. Like you should actually watch. It's called Framing.
It's a documentary.
There's a documentary about it. It's called Framing Britney. You should actually check it out. It's pretty interesting. Totally like changed my whole perspective on her because she grew up like pretty young and like put into this whole like entertainment world, similar to like how Jay Biebs was like discovered at a young age, and like from very early on she was just constantly attacked by like paparazzi and the tabloids and media, and essentially like everything was constantly blown out of proportion and they drove her crazy. And like basically like in my like interpretation of it, Hollywood basically set her up for disaster and brought her down, capitalized on it, made as much money as they could have, and then shut her up by paying off her dad and giving him control over her like whole life.
Well, that's how they do it in Hollywood, you know?
Right. So because that's how like
people make money on your name. That's the thing. If you're an artist and you make something, whatever you make, there's somebody that's capitalizing off your name, off your effort. You have to pay somebody to get yourself out there so you could be a productive artist and focus on your shit. Somebody's making money off your success. And then eventually people will just make money off your fucking.
But she's like the only. Too. She's like one of the only few people in the like United States that's like that age and on like a conservatorship. Everybody else is like 80 and Alzheimer's.
Yeah, it was
and
not
shit
fair.
Like that.
That's
like,
not fair.
Yeah, like she's a full working adult. Like, why doesn't she have control of her life? Why can't she make decisions of like what are they shutting her up for? What's going on here?
It's a way of making money, you know. They just capitalize on artists. That's what it is. They're like, fucking.
Dude,
you just keep singing for us. You keep making those hits.
Dude, in the documentary, they like showed how like I don't know if you remember, we were young at the time, but her and Justin Timberlake like dated for like a short while.
Sure.
And then he like I forget exactly what happened. Either he cheated or whatever on her, and then so she dumped him. She was like, whatever he did, she was in full reason to like dump him. And because she dumped him, everybody was like, oh, like Britney the whore leaving like Justin, and Justin played into it.
Yeah.
And like put like he made a song about it. It was like #1 charts. I forget the name of the song, but it was like when you listen back to it, you're like, oh fuck,
yeah.
Like knowing that like what it like the context of it.
Then?
He had to apologize to Britney.
Oh.
He just like since the documentary came out, they forced an apology out of him towards Britney. He was like, oh shit, like that was wrong, like I used you to like further my career, because he basically used
no way
like he basically used calling her a slut and like a whore and like breaking up with a relationship. I think like he basically one of the things was like she was like a virgin, or she like claimed like virginity or whatever, like with media, whether or not that's true. And then he went on like he made a song about fucking her.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, and then that's what it was. He made a song about fucking her. He went on some like interview, they asked her like, "Well, like, is she still a virgin?" And like basically it was like, "Well, I won't say it, but I fucked her." Like basically like did that. And yeah, at the time everybody was like, "Ha ha ha ha," and then the like tabloids like kept popping up like, not so innocent Britney, like, and then
she had a human interaction with another human.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, It's a fucking wild world, man. From what I hear of the fucking Hollywood, California, man, it's a wild world, man. I wouldn't know what it's like. I have no idea what it's like. I would only hear about it.
In fucking Hollywood.
Yeah, let me hit the bong too. If y'all don't smoke, fuck you. If y'all smoke, take one up for us. And I fuck with you if y'all stayed this long. I love you, whoever you are.
Yeah, our retention's been pretty bad lately, so if you're still listening, rock on.
Fuck, man. It's just me, you, and the mic, baby. and the bong. What else you got on your mental?
I got fucking.
What else you got for me? Because let me tell you, man, these fucking Jews, bro. I'm kidding.
How about them gays?
I love them gays. Ah, man, you know what, man?
Theo Vaughn's like on mushrooms.
Man, I love fucking them gays, bro. I love. Man, why do people hate the gays so much? Huh?
I don't know, man. Like they throw some pretty bomb parties.
Why do they get a lot of heat, man? Why do people hate it? What's wrong? Like, okay, when I was younger, and honestly, I wasn't,
you sucked a dick?
Sucked 2 dicks, bro.
You sucked 2 dicks.
I'm kidding. But when I was younger, I wasn't like, I didn't really understand it. I didn't get it, but of course there's those bullies and those other kids that like, you know, spew some negative shit in your mind when you're a child.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it, but like in the end of the day, we're all human, and like, why do we generally have a problem with it? Some humans have problem with it. Like, why does that affect them? Like, that fucking interests me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because it clashes with your beliefs. Okay, that's okay. It clashes with your beliefs, but there's a lot of other things that probably clash with your beliefs as well.
Yeah.
But you're just stuck up on this thing.
I think people just love to hate, bro.
You know what it is, bro? It's because of their kids, man. They're like, I don't want my kids seeing this. I don't want my kids to be one of these. And that's
no. I think when people
I strongly believe that's what it is. But
I don't know. I think if people are like that, they got their own internal fears. Because when you're scared of your kid like turning out somewhere, it's because like you're scared you like any fears you have for your kid are fears you had for yourself. I have a strong belief of that.
That's interesting perspective. I never heard that before.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like everybody wants to like their kid to be better than them. They want their kid to do better. They don't want their kid to make the same mistakes as they made, right? They're like, so anything you're like afraid for your kid, like you're essentially afraid of like mistakes that you would have made in your life. I feel like if you're afraid of your kid being gay, it's because you're secretly afraid of being gay. Like why else would you have a concern for your kid being gay?
I don't know.
Like I don't know, like where does that come from? Like why would your kid just out of nowhere be gay?
Like, okay,
like why would you
Yazi,
think
you're
about,
right.
like,
Their point of view doesn't affect me, and you know they're gay and I'm straight. That doesn't affect me. But you know what? I'm afraid for my children, and that's I guess when you come in and be like, well, if you're afraid for your children, then you're gay.
I don't know. Like that's. I'm pretty sure that's literally like a psychiatric point of view.
I think so too.
That like whatever like I think like.
I mean like I'm on your side too, but like I want to like throw the other argument to give it an unbiased opinion. You know, give the fair argumentative point.
Okay, now we hit all topics of gayness on this podcast. Might be a good point to leave it off.
Yeah, that's gonna leave a little sour taste in your mouth, but hey, that's just the gays.
Bye.
Bye. Man, if somebody listened that far, bro.